Hey everyone, Nubkeks here with the Xsolla Esports Academy. In today's video, we are diving in to the HGC over in Europe, week number 2, and let's hit the play button straight away. We're going to be looking at Synergy going up against Team Dignitas. Synergy here in the blue and Dignitas in the red. So we're going to take a look at these guys, see what they put together. We'll zoom out and yeah, let's open up the talent pane as well, take a look at that, and focusing on some of the feedback from last week, we're going to focus more on analysis in this week's video, so let me know how that goes down. Synergy's got an interesting composition. They've got Medivh, which is kind of a crucial thing that they've got going for them. They've got Artanis and Muradin as double frontliners, Tychus as the solo source of kind of consistent and dedicated damage, and then Brightwing as solo support. Dignitas, we can see they're going for an interesting split here. They have Malfurion as the healer, they've got range damage at Falstad, 2 melee assassins with Zeratul and Ragnaros, and then ETC. So the split that Dignitas is going for, they're obviously, I think level 1 is quite difficult to play against the Medivh because he has pretty much guaranteed vision of you. Like you can see here as the bird, Neon on the Medivh, he comes over and he scouts out the team. So what Dignitas is doing is instead spreading across the map and then looking for picks on lazy rotations or unsafe rotations. You can see JPL and Xsolla, that's a very powerful kill combo, the ETC and the Zeratul, lurking in that brush right there, want to take it out. Instead of doing that, Synergy is actually going to steal away this watchtower, which does give Dignitas info on where they are. They now know that there's 3 heroes down here. Xsolla lurking in this brush, looking for a pick. JPL coming up towards the top lane as well, looking for a pick there. Now they spot 3 heroes down coming into the bottom lane, and Dignitas, they move out. Xsolla comes in, clears this mid lane and blinks away and starts making a rotation down. You can see JPL doing the same thing. This top lane, it's worth noting at this point, no real pressure here on Dignitas. It's going to be a fairly stable lane. Both heroes are going to stay here. I expect that Falstad will probably win that out overall. And then in mid lane, same thing. Synergy also has a fairly weak team. You can see there's actually a bit of a fight down here. Let's go down to that. Zeratul a little bit late to arrive, but he does arrive. Unfortunately, we can see Zeratul missed his W there, which may have led to a kill on power, but didn't actually come through. But Synergy, they got Artanis up top. Nothing really for Dignitas to worry about. Falstad perfectly capable of handling that. Can even use his global to rotate away if needs be. In the mid lane, they've got a Medivh. Again, nothing really for Dignitas to worry about. So this takes a lot of pressure off Team Dignitas and leaves them open for a lot more rotations. We're probably going to see Zeratul do that, like clear out the lane pretty quickly, then rotate down towards the bottom lane. In the bottom lane, Dignitas has quite a lot of wave here. You can see that's a really good combo from them. Power slide for ETC into the root from Malfurion, and a lot of damage comes down, and Ice Cream over here almost dies, though not quite. But they've got the wave clear of Ragnaros, they got wave clear with Malfurion, and he even grabbed Moonburn here. Not going for Scouting Drone in this game. I think again to go up against the Medivh, who can scout you out very easily himself. He's got the portals, kind of bypass that sort of stuff. They decide against that. JPL taking a lot of damage, actually gets knocked back. That's huge. I think the grenade from Tychus actually interrupted his power slide there, which means that JPL did go down, and that's a big win for Team Synergy. Snitch goes very low as well. He will tap the well and be okay. Bakery's going to come grab this. We see we got this tribute up top. Falstad will, of course, be able to stall this out. There's no way that Artanis gets this. See, Synergy recognizes this. They know that Ragnaros is kind of out of position here. They're going to go for a gank, I think. Ragnaros is very immobile and can be caught out if he's not careful. He's staying safe for the moment. In the meantime, up here, the bird does spot Xsolla. But, you know, Dignitas is going to get this. There we go. Ragnaros on the way back. Gets polymorphed. Gets knocked back by the Tychus grenade. Really good Tychus grenades this game from Ice Cream. And they do get the kill onto the Ragnaros there. Ragnaros' big weakness is that, yeah, he's got great wave clear, he's got great damage, but he's very immobile and definitely a very good ganking target. So even though they've got a bit of a weaker ganking team, Synergy actually makes the most of it. And so that's one of the interesting things about their composition when you look at it, right? Is that Brightwing normally wants to be using her global for ganks, but they simply don't really have that as an option because they don't really have pressure in any of the other lanes. They only have pressure really where the Tychus is going to be. So they're very much focusing all around that Tychus. A trade-off is they had to give up their first tribute, but they have got a significant actually XP lead. They're about a level ahead right now, and yeah, they've been playing this well. Xsolla comes over here. I think Ragnaros started off this siege camp, so they're going to do that. Medivh actually portals his teammates over here. They're going to start on the Bruisers, so this will also be somewhat of an advantage to Team Synergy. You know, Bruisers pushing is going to be better than the Siege Giants pushing. especially with the tribute spawning around here. It's going to take a lot of pressure off of them and help them push in quite well. See, Brightwing has gone for a very interesting unstable anomaly, looking for more of a single target blow up build. So they want to like pick someone off and blow them up with the unstable anomaly, and then cleanse, of course. Tychus once again looking for some blow up there with the bigger they are. Dignitas moves in here, and that quite unfortunate for Synergy. They thought they had the Q to interrupt. They missed the interrupt on Bakery, so he got the full channel, and everything just went bad from there. Now, this is a really good move by them. They move in at the Medivh. They know that Falsta's not there. Falsta didn't need to come down because Dignitas took the tribute, but Synergy punishes very well. But yeah, I mean, to go back to this, you know, Synergy, the way all the tactics were working there, they thought that Medivh had a guaranteed interrupt. Medivh slightly missed it, and at that point, you know, you slightly miss your Q, you don't interrupt the channel on the tribute, kind of your tactics just kind of go to shit, and there's nothing you can do right there. You know, when a mistake like that happens, it's like, all right, your strategy kind of falls apart when you've got a mistake like that. Now, at the same time, the couple of kills they picked up afterwards were really good, capitalizing on the fact that Falstad wasn't there, and then exploiting the power of Medivh, and they get 2 kills to transition into taking a boss. And at the same time, Falstad is getting a very, very powerful split push up in the top lane, making the most of this as well. He knows, again, that all of these heroes are down here. He knows that because they just killed 2 of his teammates, and that they're going to go take their boss. He knows he's free, so he pushed down pretty much most of that top fort just by himself, which is a pretty big win for them. Now, we've got level 10 approaching quickly, so Dignitas will have to make a move before that. But I want to throw in a quick pause here just to cover this as well, because this is so important, which is people... This is a mistake you see very commonly in Hero League, is people overcommit to defending bosses. Alright, they overcommit to defending bosses, whereas you need to know exactly what the boss can do. So in this sort of situation, Dignitas is saying, okay, well, we've got a little bit of time before Synergy hits level 10. Once Synergy hits level 10, we've basically lost the map until we get level 10. And they're quite a bit far behind. They're only just about to hit level 9. They've got a whole other level to go. While they're level 9 and Synergy's level 10, they can't really do anything. They're going to lose every fight. Down here in the bottom lane, this boss is pushing in. Are they, even if they sent everyone to stop the boss, would they be able to kill it before they destroy the fort? No, the fort's still going to die. If they sent, like, Falstad with the global down to stop the boss, he still wouldn't be able to kill the boss before the fort dies. So this fort is dead, alright? No matter what they do, this boss is going to kill the fort. So what this means is, and Dignitas is making the right decision, they're simply going to ignore the boss. The boss will take damage, destroying the fort, destroying the tower, then it has to come all the way up here. It's not until it really reaches this point that the boss is something they need to worry about, and at that stage it's going to be mostly killed by the structures anyway. And this will probably give Team Synergy level 10 taking out the fort. So they can basically say, okay, we can't stop the fort going down. The boss is going to kill it anyway. We can just let that happen, fine, and then we'll deal with the boss if we need to once it gets to the gates. It's not really something we can worry about. There's nothing that we can prevent. The fort's going to die, so just forget about it until now. There's far better things we can do, which is, in other words, taking advantage of that brief window of opportunity where the enemy team doesn't have their heroics yet to try to contest this tribute. We could get a curse, potentially, so let's go for that instead. We don't want to commit to something that's not going to help us. So let's see what's going on here. Bakery comes in, starts the channel. Medivh comes in, and Medivh is a big focus target. Actually, that's like one very important thing to note. Zeratul goes in, misses, unfortunately, his W on the Medivh, but does take him out using Vorpal Blade. So that's good. And Medivh is like the big focus target for Team Dignitas. Now, level 10 has been reached, and you see Dignitas just run away. So that's the fort going down. They also got the kill on Malfurion. So well played by Synergy there. Well played by Dignitas as well. Medivh is like, he's the ideal kill target because Medivh can protect everyone else. He's got Leyline Seal now. He's got portals. He's got his Force of Will, can make people invulnerable. Medivh is a big problem because he can protect any other target they try to kill. Is he right there? Okay, cool. Manny comes down, kills this. They only lose the gate. There's a big fight happening up top, by the way. Level 10 arrives for Dignitas. They know this, and they've gone in. 2 people stunned. Sulfura Smash comes down. Artanis is going to die. Bakery lands the root, comes in, pops the Twilight Dream. 2 targets dead. It's going to be a dead Muradin as well. Falstad looking for a bit of a chase, but Medivh is able to get out of there. But really nice play by Dignitas. So again, look down here. They lost 1 tower. Okay, that's a bit of XP. But I mean, the boss mostly destroyed the gate. The gate doesn't give any XP. Bit of a, you know, it kind of sucks to lose your gate. but doesn't give XP. They lost 1 tower, so some XP from that. But for the most part, they could ignore it. Over here, they're going to take this boss. This is a very unfortunate tribute spawn from them. Nothing much the Dignitas can do about this. It's just really bad luck. It happened to be this one in particular. So they're going to get a boss themselves, but they're not going to get to the tribute in time to contest. Xsolla is on his way, but he's not going to make it there in time. Spots the Brightwings there and has to back off. So it is a tribute for Synergy, but it's not a curse, which is, I suppose, the main thing here. So Dignitas takes a boss, and that's fine. You can see, they hit level 10, or they knew they were about to hit level 10, and they took a fight aggressively as their heroics were coming up, and were able to then make a big win happen, because they basically planned around the fact they were hitting level 10 very soon. Dignitas giving huge respect to these heroics coming up, and they've got very, very powerful ones as well. Which at Medivh, like I said as well, Medivh will be the ideal kill target. They've got Malfurion roots to lock him down when he uses his portal, so that's the one they really want to kill if possible. Cleanse comes out from Brightwing to try to keep power alive. Nice rotation from Dignitas. And we can see that Synergy being kept very busy by this boss. Again, it doesn't do too much. It took some damage from the fort. They had time to pick it off before it took out the towers. So they go, okay, we'll lose the gate, but the towers are fine. Nothing too much to worry about. And at the moment, again, nothing too much happening on the map either. Both teams kind of stalling out and just waiting for level 13 and for the next tribute fight. Taking mercs and preparing for that. So get the merc camps before the objective activates, and you're going to be in a good spot. Okay, so Medivh arriving. That's a crucial thing for that to happen. Synergy actually a little bit slow in this rotation. Mane barrel rolls over the wall. Xsolla scouting out with the Zeratul. And Dignitas starting to move in. Again, Medivh is going to be the main target. Xsolla gets a bit of damage there on the Brightwing. Let's see, do they target down the Medivh? That would be the one to get. If they can stun lock him and blow him up before he can even force of will himself, that's amazing. And for a flank here, you see Ragnaros actually lurking by the fort for a little while. Pops the Molten Core. And now Dignitas, with Molten Core, are going to go for the capture here. You see Xsolla waiting precisely for that, waiting for Neon to go in with the interrupt. He knows that that's what they're going to try to do, and he's waiting to punish that. Molten Core is doing tons of damage here. Big VP comes out on the left-hand side, locking down the Odin. And then a Leyline Seal does come out to the other side as well. Gust out of the VP to knock them back. And a big Sulfurious Smash comes in at the end to pick off the kill when there's nowhere else for them to run. So a really, really good play from Dignitas there. I really like to see that. Synergy tried to put up a good fight, but I think Dignitas just outplayed them a little bit. Popping the Molten Core, Ragnaros waiting for the perfect opportunity and putting pressure on, getting the turn in while Molten Core is active. They know Medivh is coming up to try to interrupt. They position to punish the Medivh, and they do precisely that. They burst him down, push him off. When they come in with Odin, VP the Odin actually gets a couple of people, zones out the Medivh a little bit as well. And then just take the fight from there. Really nice. I'm not sure what happened right there. JPL makes a mistake and presses Mosh Pit way too late. Wasn't even close to catching anyone in it. It's difficult to get a Mosh Pit in this game. There's a lot of interrupts on the side of Synergy. They've got a Polymorph, they've got a Grenade, they've got Leyline Seal, they've got the Flip, Storm Bolts. There's a lot of interrupts. So, you know, he does have to be somewhat aggressive on the ETC to get Mosh Pits in this game. That one, though, is just not that great, unfortunately. In terms of builds, we have a Mage build from Falstad with Boomerang, Gathering Storm, Updraft, Flow Rider. Nothing too special there. Again, the sort of basic attack focus build from Zeratul. Q build from Ragnaros. Interesting talent choices in ETC. We have Prog Rock here. Block Party obviously wouldn't work very well against the Tychus. Loudspeakers, Echo Pedal, and then Encore, leaving an amp behind just to disrupt these team fights even more in these little choke points. So very nice stuff there. We actually got Neo Steel coating for the Tychus and the Odin. Wants to make sure he won't get bursted down by the Ragnaros. He can basically nullify Sulfurious Smash, like a VP Sulfurious Smash combo. He can basically nullify that, which is pretty nice. Synergy looking for a bit of an aggressive fight there, but they don't get it. Looking with the Medivh portal to try catch someone out of position. And that's basically their goal, is to like get a good Medivh portal in on top of Dignitas while they're not expecting it and pick them off there. A little bit of trouble here for JPL on the ETC, but he does back off. They do have Gust. So Dignitas, they're not too scared in this sort of situation. Mene has a flank. He's got a good angle on the Gust. He's ready to protect his team if anything bad does happen. So they're not too worried. Level 16 coming up for Dignitas as well. That's why they're playing so cautiously right now. There's no need for them to actually take a fight here when they're just about to get a talent tier advantage and then be able to work on that talent tier advantage. They're actually moving towards the boss now at level 16, about to be popped for them. But Medivh does scout it out, and this is what Medivh does so well. Gives them complete vision. Dignitas looking for something. Level 16 has arrived. And just pretty much filling out the builds that they already have. We've got aggressive shredding for ETC. So he's gone for a bit of an E build here. Nice E combo. And that's most of the things. What do we have? We've got Quickling. So reduced cooldown for the portals for Medivh again. Relatively standard stuff. And yeah, I mean, I think that for the name of the game at the moment is just wait until the next tribute. Dignitas is going to be trying to posture aggressively around the map while they have level 16 advantage. But Medivh is just scouting them out. He's keeping tabs on the entire team. This is the strength of Medivh. And both teams just playing it cautiously, going for their mercs. Neither one wanting to go over aggressive or commit too much. Well, Medivh is providing so much vision. Medivh does get one stack of the Master's Touch. I believe he has died, so yeah, he's not even close to finishing that. So they don't really have to worry about it. Dignitas makes a move up towards their boss. And they're going to try grab this. They've got a lot of boss control. They've basically got like 5 perfect heroics for controlling the boss here. Synergy, they only really have the Leyline Seal. So that's the main thing. If they can land a big Leyline Seal, they might be able to take this. But Xsolla's going to be looking for a big VP. Synergy moves in onto the boss. They're under pressure to try to take this. Gust comes out. That's one of the big ones. Medivh pops out of his portal down here. He pops protection on himself. But beautiful combo by Dignitas. Really, really nice play. Playing around these heroics. Using all... They've got such good boss-taking heroics. And they actually get 3 kills there. So you can see what Dignitas did. Dignitas just backed off the boss and said, okay, well, we're going to play cautiously. Synergy, we're watching you. We're not going to overcommit. And then if you try to come in and take this boss, we have far more tools. We have the guts to knock people back. Forced Medivh to land in on the boss pit. At that stage, ETC power slides in, pops Mosh Pit on the boss. So they're stuck on the boss right now. And most importantly, they've locked down Medivh with that Leyline Seal, right? They isolated him. They isolated the Leyline Seal. They said, alright, we've knocked everyone back. The only one who can stop us capturing the boss because of Gust is Medivh. If he goes in, we stun him with ETC. He's not able to use Leyline Seal. At that stage, we can just blow them up. We had the VP come down, isolating 2 people. Sulfura Smash came down to secure the kill on the Medivh. And really great stuff. This boss is pushing top keep. And Dignitas on the retreat. We actually have... Hello. We actually have Circle of Protection from Medivh. That's very interesting. Gust comes out to disengage. Again, Dignitas very safe. They know the Gust cooldown is up. So they're able to push in aggressively. And the cost of Synergy chasing that team fight, actually. Chasing a team fight when Dignitas had Gust is that the boss goes unopposed and actually takes out another keep. So that's definitely a misplay from Synergy. Feeling like they could get a pick. Okay, they've got Artanis flips. They've got Medivh portals. They've got quite a lot in terms of chasing and lockdown and picks and things like that. But against the false out with a Gust, it's just not really going to happen. And I feel like they definitely overcommitted to that chase and lost another keep because of that, which puts a lot of pressure on them. You can see they're going for a boss down here. This is pretty much a desperation boss. They have to do something here. They have to do something. Brightwing does arrive, but Dignitas is moving in. Again, they got all their cooldowns up already. And Medivh is once again the target. Blow up the Medivh before he can use his abilities to protect himself. And that's just gonna win them the game. Dignitas is playing very cautiously right now. They're in a 5v4. They know they can push in and take this, but they're just biding their time. Not going to overcommit and get caught out. Beautiful combo. And there we go. The Brightwing blows up. Brightwing just goes a little bit out of position. Stun locked. Exploded. No Medivh to protect her. Nothing that anyone else can do. And then they take him down as well. Xsolla comes in. Nice VP. Great move by Dignitas there. Capitalizing on the VP. You can see that actually... JPL on the ETC power slid forwards and popped the Mosh Pit. It didn't actually catch the Tychus, but he wanted to be there to actually capture him because he's a little bit far away, so using the power slide to gap close. And they caught the Muradin, I believe, in the Mosh Pit, so that was enough. And this is the last ditch attempt from Neon here, but it's not going to work. And the core is going to go down. Let's just pop up the talents. We'll check out the stats and stuff here at the end as well. But really great play. I thought this was really good. Synergy had a very good early game, capitalizing on like just focusing around the Tychus lane and just outplaying honestly Dignitas in the laning a little bit. Just really great grenades from Tychus. Really stood out to me as well for knocking people back, interrupting skills, like interrupting the power slide. So good. Knocking Ragnaros back outside of his gate. So they had a couple of really good moves in that early laning phase. Just outplaying Dignitas when Dignitas had really two very well secured lanes. There's only one lane they had to worry about, and Synergy played very, very well right there. After that, it started to fall apart a little bit. I think the key moment was when Dignitas hit level 10. That was the key thing that changed. Right up here at the top lane, Synergy didn't respect level 10 from Dignitas. Dignitas have a better level 10 than Synergy do. I mean, these are like 5 of the most powerful heroics in the game. They're so, so strong. They took that level 10 fight as their level 10s were coming up, picked the talents during the fight, used them, boom, got a bunch of kills, got the boss, and it just started snowballing from there, honestly. It started snowballing from there. And they played a really good game. The key thing was that they were focusing on getting the Medivh killed. And you can see Medivh was the first one to die in every team fight. Force Medivh into a position and then capitalize on it. So, for example, using the Molten Core to push the team back, start channeling the Tribute, Medivh comes in to interrupt. Hey, Zeratul is literally waiting right there, and he bursts you down immediately. And they have all their CC. They have everything ready to capitalize on that. They know Medivh is going to come in and interrupt, and they just attack him. Use the Gust to knock him back off the boss. They know Medivh has to land to be the only one who can prevent the boss being captured. Stun him, blow him up, and he's dead. Medivh was the primary target for Dignitas in every single fight here. They got a lot of blow-up potential with Zeratul, Falstad, and Ragnaros. They got the lockdown with the roots from Malfurion and with ETC, and they capitalized on that so well. I thought it was great play from them, and they pull ahead with the victory. If we take a look at the stats coming into the end, we can see Medivh did die 3 times. Tychus didn't die very much, and Tychus did an awful lot of damage, but the damage overall fairly low. It was quite awkward. Medivh had a very bad damage game for Medivh. He had a really tough time. Again, he was the focus. Never finished the Master's Touch. He kept getting killed. So tough game for him. Over on Dignitas' side, they did a great job. Falstad doing tons of siege damage off the side lanes. Ragnaros doing tons of hero damage. You know, he's just being let rampant when he's able to do that much damage in the team fight. He's got his Q build is just wreaking havoc on these double warriors. And yeah, really great play. I hope you guys enjoyed. It was a really interesting game. And kind of a bit of an insight into how to force a Medivh. Like a very tricky hero with a lot of tools up his sleeve. How do you force him to put himself in a compromised position and then punish him for that, and then just snowball the team fights and take the win from that point on. Guys, thank you for watching very much. You can find more from me on my YouTube channel. It's Nubkeks, and then of course there'll be more coming up right after this here on the Xsolla Esports Academy, so stay tuned for that, and I hope to see you guys all very, very soon. Bye bye.